Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name's Tom Novak, and today is October 10th of 2022. It's Monday. It's 53 degrees Fahrenheit or 12 degrees Celsius, and yes, the tangler struck again, so I can't move far. Today I'm going to tell you how to manage Japanese beetles, because I know it infests a lot of people with their bonsai trees and eats all the leaves and stuff and rose bushes and plants. So, but before we start, if you want to try an instant thick trunk, I just stuck this one. I know the leaves are yellow, but get a little pot. You got a thick trunk already. This is a geranium. They'll start out. Here's one that's green in a little pot. Well, it's a little sauce dish. And that's what you can do. Here's a little bowl that they use for watering reptiles. You got an instant trunk. Here's just a little dish. So don't be afraid to try. Okay, so I know people get a lot of beetles. I've seen it on YouTube where their gardens get attacked. But the beetles emerge at the beginning of July and start laying eggs in the turf. The grubs feed from late July to hard frost past August into September. You can use pheromone traps, but you got to put them 50 feet away from where you want your plants protected, because otherwise the beetles will go to your plants and to the traps. So you don't want that. You want them just to go to the traps. And you got to empty them before they get full, because otherwise an unmaintained trap leads to a lot of beetles. Now, in early August, when the beetles are small after they just hatched, you can use beneficial nematodes while the grubs are small, and they'll attack the beetles and going through whatever opening they can get and digest it from the inside, eat it from the inside out. Now, there are several predators in Japan that the United States tried, unsuccessful except for one, the Cooperative fly, or the Winsome Fly, Istocheta Richie, something like that. It's a grayish 5mm fly. It emerges before the beetle emerges. When the female lays the eggs on the host beetle, on its thorax behind the neck, I think it is, the eggs. The eggs hatch within 24 hours. Only one larva penetrates the beetle, and it digests its flight muscles first. Once it digests the flight muscles first, the beetle falls to the ground in a protective mode and buries itself into the ground. Meanwhile, the larva eats the beetle from the inside out. It digests all the insides, and in 5 to 6 days the beetle dies. The larvae remain dead in the body. Not the larvae don't remain dead. Think, Tom. The larvae stay in the dead body over winter and then emerge, and the summer cycle starts all over again. So the fly is the most effective. You could try it. There's chemicals that you can use, but that you got to put on, I think it's from early April to May. But I'll put a link in the description. I got this from my horticultural magazine that I get when you're landscape. They only send it to them. So, and there's the beetle, how they look, and they come from the ground. So you got to get them from the ground up, and the source is from the University of Maine Cooperative Extension. And you can learn more about the Winsome Fly, and I'll put the description. I'll put the site where you can get it in the description below. So that's a little something. I know people are talking about the beetles, but they all start from the ground. And the Winsome Fly is the best one that works. So you can probably get the eggs at any place that sells beneficial nematodes and stuff. I know in the States, Arbico Organics might have them. I haven't checked that yet, but I just wanted to do a short video so you know what to do and how to try to take care of your Japanese beetles. Remember, the trap's 50 feet away from where you want your plants protected. That's your trees, your rose bushes, whatever. And you got to empty the traps. And there's chemicals, but I do it organically because I got the dogs and stuff. So the nematodes, and then you can get the fly. So try that out. I mean, something to think of. And for an instant trunk, geranium. Just take the cutting, put the brain below surface, little pot, and once this starts to grow, if it roots, for me, because I know it's late in the season, but if it roots, you're going to have a nice thick trunk bonsai tree, mini, and it's a geranium. So give it a shot. So today's Monday. Cup of tea, put on some old-time comedy shows, Fibber McGee and Molly, George Burns and Gracie Allen, Red Skelton. There's a whole bunch. Whatever your favorite is, sit back, relax, and enjoy a good comedy tonight. I got to get to work. I got a lot of fish tanks to clean today. Let's see, maybe if I can at least get 1, 2, 3, and then I'll have like 4 or 5 more to do. And I got to work on the yard and clean the basement before it gets colder, because it's supposed to drop by next week to about 49 or so. But I'll show you the Bushman's candle, though. But it survived in the greenhouse in the cold, and even before I got the cover, when it was down to like 39, it survived. So it's a good, strong plant for you to try out. So you take care, everybody. Have a nice day. And I'll give you the site to look up to read more about the Winsome Fly. I can't pronounce the other names, but give it a shot, and I'll help you with if you got Japanese beetles infestation. Take care, everybody.